was fun. It was fun. I think this is the longest basketball workout we've done throughout these teams workouts. So it was really fun.
Did you have a lot of one-on-one with Steven?
Yeah. Throughout first we started off with one-on-ones, and then after that we went 2-on-2, 3-on-3. So there were individual matchups in between.
Are you trying to show teams something they may not know in particular, or is there anything that you want to prove throughout this workout?
No, just playing.
Don, what position are NBA teams seeing you as at this next level?
Mostly power forwards in most teams.
How do you feel over the last 12 months or so you've enhanced your interior defense and rebounding skills?
Feel good.
Has that been an emphasis for you during these workouts, ahead of these workouts?
Yeah. Just working on the little techniques, arm bar placement, open palm, post palm, so just studying that.
What's some of the biggest feedback you've received from teams through these workouts?
That I'm in good shape, individually, not physically.
I know there's been a lot of rules changes with the league as far as eligibility. Were you stressing at all about where you might fit into the whole process before it was sort of cleared up that you were eligible?
That took a little bit of time to get back. It was about 2-3 weeks. But I was just preparing for the Hoop Summit at the time. So I was just hoping and praying to get accepted and got it. Yeah.
If it was possible, was that kind of your intention for a while now?
To get into
to go straight to bypass college.
It was a dream, so glad I got the opportunity, so I decided to take it.
But how seriously did you maybe consider your college options?
Seriously, yeah, very serious.
So what kind of maybe pushed you over the edge to go straight to the NBA instead of looking at those kind of 5 schools you maybe narrowed it down to?
Talking about the schools, or what pushed me to?
What pushed you to decide to go to the NBA instead of their college?
Well, I've always wanted to play in the NBA, and I got the opportunity. I decided why not. And then the other thing was I didn't want to risk sitting out once I decided to go to college, because I'm in the 3 schools in a short time period. But the first option came in mind, and it was available, so I took it.
Do you feel like through the workouts you've sort of pushed yourself into the picture as a first-round pick? Do you even think in those terms?
Yeah, I just got to perform. The basketball side of things, that's what I have to worry about, and that's what I'm told about my group. You got to focus on the basketball, so just handle that, and everything else will take care of itself. The picks, will land the right team, hopefully. We'll see it.
Have you gone up against Zimmerman much in workouts?
This is the only workout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who have you mostly been up against?
Had a few guys in Atlanta. There was AJ Hams. In Phoenix, there was Damian Jones. There's a few other guys. I've been to like 4 other workouts besides this.
Anybody give you trouble?
Here and there, but yeah.
How many more?
I'm not the best defender in the world, but yeah, everybody scores.
There's a sense that the majority of these guys have played on teams, have played. There's tape of them. You're sort of the odd example where you've bounced around a lot. How much do you value these workouts as proving to teams that you're in the same condition, the same shape, the same sort of showing the same ability that isn't necessarily there on tape, like most of the guys who come out of college?
They get to see a lot. I've played against some of these guys, most of these guys already when they were in high school. And sure enough, college, they develop a lot more in terms of physically and stronger. But I've held my own. They're watching, and they see that. But I see that not much has changed since when they were in college, in high school. So it has been a point for them to see me and how I perform against them. But they've been positive about it.
Where have you worked out so far?
We had.
You mentioned Atlanta.
Yeah. Phoenix. We had a few teams.
Yeah, you have a lot more scheduled, or how many more?
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you think you are? Everyone likes to talk about your shooting. Do you think you're surprising some teams with how well you can shoot from the outside?
Yeah. Well, some teams are getting surprised, but other teams are saying they've had people in their organization that have seen me when I was playing in high school, and so they're not really surprised. They're like, all right, we know we can do this and that. But sure, some teams are surprised.
Is there a player in the league already you compare your game to, or what you want to be? KG.
Yeah.
Is that kind of who you aspire to be, or what you think you can be? That type of player.
That's who I think my game is similar to now. Yeah, like I'm a modern version of what he was.
Have you met him?
No.
If you had gone to college, I think I read somewhere that Arizona State might have been your preference. Is that the case? You think you would have wound up there?
I don't know. It would have been tough. It would have been tough between IU here, Arizona State, Kansas, and Notre Dame.
Okay. So you hadn't really processed that decision.
I was definitely coming to it. That April was my final month that I was going to make my decision.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you've learned through the process? How have you gotten better? What have you gotten better at?
I've gotten better. I got matured. Physically, I've gotten stronger. I've gotten smarter everywhere I went. I've met new people. I've discovered many places. I just, being used to adjusting very quick in a short time period. Also,
When did you begin playing basketball? Sorry?
at 13.
13. Okay. Do you feel like you have some catching up to do still? I mean, kids over here might start at 5 or 6 years old playing organized basketball.
Well, mine, when I started at 100%. I started wanting to be a pro. And I wanted to be a pro, so all the tendencies, all the movements I made were to become a pro. Get my body right, work on my footwork, work on my ball handling, because just watching the NBA itself, just all those key details are very important. So I didn't start off shooting and running away, after shooting a jump shot or something. I started holding my form, so just the little things, so they can stick, and they did stick. So over here with kids, they get taught a lot. Sometimes they're taught to just do ball handling and be selfish. I was taught the international game, pass, cut, shoot, pass, dribble, whatever. Just play the game the right way.
You played soccer growing up, right?
Yes, I did.
Has that helped you in basketball? Your footwork and so forth?
It definitely did.
Yeah.
Footwork.
Were you familiar with the NBA growing up? Or when did you first become familiar with it?
When I decided to watch, when I first got used to watching TV.
How old was that?
At 12, around 12.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I first discovered NBA basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. So then at 13, I was like, all right, let's go.